Hello, this is Brad. I am with the Mid-Continent Public Library, and welcome to Exploring Consumer Health Complete. Consumer Health Complete is an online research database provided by EBSCOhost that allows users to research health and wellness articles, videos, and other materials. It also allows users to save articles and make notes. Let's go ahead and get started looking at this resource. To get started, I will need to navigate to a web browser. Today, I will be using Google Chrome. And then I will need to navigate to our website. That is mymcpl.org. And once we are on the library's website, we will click the Research and Learning tab near the top. And the quickest way to this resource is going to be going to the Homework Help for Teens card right here. And then we will scroll down until we see Consumer Health Complete from this alphabetical menu. There we see it right there next to Culturegrams. And before I am taken to this resource, I will need to enter my Mid-Continent Public Library card number and my last name. I will click the blue Submit button, and then I will be directed to our resource. Here we see some of the different topics that we can research using this database. I'm just going to go ahead and press on one of these to show you the kinds of information we have available to us. Here we see some articles relating to mental health. And if we want to read one of these, we can just click this link to the PDF full text document right here. And it will then bring up that article that we could read. I can zoom in if I need to. I can zoom out. I can easily download or print this article if I should need to. I am now going to go back to my results list by clicking this link in the top left corner. So that is mainly what we have available to us here are these different articles. Over here, I can use this slider to be more specific with the publication date. Right now it's showing me everything from 1995 to 2023, but I can enter my own year here to limit my search to only see more up-to-date publications. And I can use this slider as well if I only want to see articles or information from a certain time period. As you can see, my search results are fewer as I limit my search results using the slider. Over here, I can choose the source type. I can just select news and magazines if I want to. That's also going to limit my search results and help me find more specific information. And I can uncheck that and it will default back to all results. I have evidence-based reports and reference books. Those are just some of the different source types that I can look through. Under subject, I could look here to see if there is more specific subjects relating to my search that I want to use, or publication to see if there's a specific publication I am wanting to look at in my research. And I'm going to go back. If I scroll down here, I have some topic highlights. Let's take a look at the oral care. And here I see some articles and information relating to oral care within the database. This first one is an HTML article, not a PDF. We have some additional options for this type of article. One option that we have is that we can listen to this article.
Getting Mouth Fit. Advisory. Full text. Section. Be informed. Having healthy teeth and gums means you are more likely to keep your teeth into your old age and will help to prevent the onset of disease in other parts of the body. Here's the know-how on looking after your oral health.
There's also a little play bar down here with some additional options. I can stop that scrolling feature.
There's more to looking after your oral health than just having a beautiful smile. Neglecting your teeth and gums can also affect your general health, so here we look at what you need to know to give yourself the best chance of having a healthy mouth and body for life.
And that is just a handy feature that we can utilize within Consumer Health Complete. Over here, I have options to print this article if I would need to. It's going to look a little different than the PDF because it is this HTML format. I'm going to go back. Up here at the top, I can actually translate this article into a different language if I need to. I'm going to choose Spanish and then click the Translate button. And here it will translate this article into the language that I have selected. And I can easily revert that to the original language by clicking this button right here. Clicking over here, I can actually save this article. It will save this article so I can reference it later. I can also create a note for this article if I want to. If there's some information that I think is particularly important or just something I want to note about this article, I can type that here and then it will save it in an area similar to my saved articles. In order to access that, I'm going to need to sign in up here. If you have never created an EBSCOhost account before, you will need to go ahead and do that by clicking the Sign Up button right here. You will need to enter your first name, create a username, select a secret question, and then put in the answer to that question and create a password, and then finally click the blue Create Account button at the bottom. There's also an option to create an account with Google as well. You'll need to consent with this question once you have got this far, and then press Continue. And now we will be able to access any articles or notes that we have saved. We click this folder option right here, and then here we see the note that I had just made about that article. Let's take a look at this children and teens health. And let's modify this just to see articles written in the last 4 years. And now let's go ahead and click this over here. That will automatically add that to my folder. And now if I go up to my folder section up here, I see that article that I had saved right here. Here's another article. If I want to create a note, I can just click Create Note over here, add my note up top here, and then click Save. And it will now be saved to my notes, which I can access by clicking the folder up here. There I see my articles, and over here I have my notes saved. And then there is my saved article. Let's go back to the main page. Let's look for some images here. And up here, let's go ahead and look for kidney. And then here we see both images and videos. Here we see with a diagram discussing the importance of kidneys. I can easily add that to my folders if I want to. Let's go back. And here we see a video, which we have not yet seen. Let's go ahead and click on that. I can play this.
The kidneys are a pair of small, bean-shaped organs located towards the back of the torso, behind the lower ribs. Although people are born with a pair of kidneys, the body can still function efficiently with just one healthy kidney.
And here we can see we have some different types of resources here besides just articles. We can easily pull up citation for this if we need to. Down here we see a transcript of the dialogue of that video. Let's go ahead and exit this. Here we see some more images relating to our search. Let's go ahead and go back to the home page. We can search for anything we need to in this search bar up here. Let's go ahead and look for influenza and see what we get. Here we see some videos, we see some articles. I can do an advanced search if I want to. I can select one of these options here. I can look for different phrases. I can really limit my publication dates if I want to. I can look at the document type. I can look at publication type, number of pages, language, PDF, full text, anything I need to find specific results. And that is a quick look at Consumer Health Complete. Just wanted to show you the different kinds of articles and videos and resources available and some of the different features we have to read and save and make notes about the different articles we find. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to follow our MCPL 360 Facebook page. We premiere new videos every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. And if you missed the premiere on Facebook, you can watch all of our videos on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our MCPL Mo YouTube channel. This has been Brad. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day.